Today's lesson is on the Christian life.
The Christian life has what we call disciplines in it. These are certain things that Christians do, not for points, to win favor with God to get into heaven, but to improve our Christian walk. And we talk about them in our series, Becoming Christian from Muslim. This includes things like reading the Bible, meditating on the Bible, praying, singing and worshiping God with our spirit, and at times even fasting. So we want to share with you some about what these different disciplines are like.
Well, Huda, there are basic disciplines that are spoken of in the New Testament that every Christian should learn to practice. Prayer would be one of those. We want to stay in constant contact with our Lord, and God does answer prayer. We've seen lots of them answered, so I could give just lots of examples, but prayer is something that's very important. Bible study is important. It's good for us to talk to God, but we want to hear from Him as well. And so we want to have a consistent program of studying the Bible. There are many ways of doing this. One thing that one can do is just to read a few chapters a day. So let's say you're going through the Gospel of John. Maybe you read 5 chapters a day, and you get through it in 4 days, and then you just turn around and do it again, and then you do this multiple times. Or you take one of Paul's letters, say his letter to the Philippian church, which is only 4 chapters long, about 100 verses, and you read it every day, and you do that every day for a month. You'd be amazed at how around the 3rd week, you just start to understand it a whole lot better because you're reading it and you're asking God to show you what it means. Another thing is fasting. This is something that one can do. There's no requirements for fasting within Christianity, but it is something that we can do just to discipline ourselves more and to draw closer to God during that time. Another one of the disciplines is to be part within a local fellowship of other believers, followers of Jesus. This is very important because it's being out there on our own. It's very difficult to live the Christian life, but when you're with other believers, they provide encouragement. You provide encouragement to them as well, and you're a support team for each other. Once we become a Christian, God gives us some spiritual gifts that can be developed over time, and this can be things such as prayer, the gift of faith, the gift of teaching, the gift of serving. There's all different sorts of spiritual gifts that are given within the local body of believers, and so by exercising them, and developing those gifts, you help strengthen the local body of believers. And by everybody using their spiritual gifts together, it can be just one very fulfilling experience where you all can help towards strengthening the faith of one another and reaching out to others. So those would be some things I think would be very important.